Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Welcome. I am great. It's
Great.
Live to Talk time. How could I be anything less?
Yeah. I live to talk about things with you.
I know. It's just highlights, man.
Yeah, I
All
think
right.
we're gonna work on adjustments to this format in the future, so that we can talk about things that have been on the site, which was feedback that we've received. So yeah, let's get this party started.
This is Live to Talk.
The party has begun. Party, 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 party.
I was like, is that you just like with the party underneath?
Yeah, I'm creating a party,
I like
franchise
it.
party.
The best type of party.
What's fantastic this week, Cass?
All right. So we all remember the chicken war, quote unquote, Popeyes versus Chick-fil-A.
We all remember
So
back in the day when there was a chicken war happening among brands.
back in August, yeah.
Back in
So
August.
Popeyes are finishing Chick-fil-A. They're bringing it back on November 3rd, which is a Sunday, and Chick-fil-A is famously closed on Sundays. So they're officially adding it back, and they're throwing a little shade. It's good for publicity.
What's that? What was
Good
that
for
last line?
publicity.
Come again?
It's good for publicity.
Now I hear you. Trying out new. I'm using new earphones. Clearly not a great idea. Yeah, I like the shade that was thrown. But remember, the reason Chick-fil-A was originally closed on Sundays was to recognize those that have religious backgrounds, especially from a staff standpoint. So be careful with that shade.
Maybe they're going for two different audiences, but I guess we'll see.
If you don't believe in God, eat at Popeyes. If you do, eat at Chick-fil-A. What happens next is up to your religion.
Solid line being
Go.
drawn.
Yeah, right. Is God
Oh,
our
man.
celebrity?
No, amazingly
No.
not this week.
God is not our celebrity. Who is?
Our celebrity is actually Adam Newman, the founder of WeWork. So this is something that I find. I know. I find it fascinating considering that I'm sitting in a WeWork
Yeah,
right now.
wait for it. Cassie's just gonna magically have a bag put over her head and take in ransom for talking about the CEO and of the company that
Dragged
she's
out.
sitting in right now, but former CEO. But go ahead.
Apparently, he's getting 1.7 billion to step down from their board.
Yep.
And it wasn't enough, I don't think, for him to step down as CEO. So they're going to see if they can salvage this IPO, but I think it'll take a little bit of time to get investors really interested in it after he did some damage.
What would you be willing to do for $1.7 billion?
A lot of things. There'd be a lot of things that I'd be willing to do.
And there's our teaser. I mean, it was only a matter of time. Speaking of 1.7 billion cash money.
Cash money. So Alphabet, which is behind Google, they apparently have made an offer to buy Fitbit.
D, E, F, G. I thought you said do the alphabet.
No, the tech company Alphabet. They want to buy Fitbit, which I think would basically mean that smartwatches are controlled by either Google or Apple.
Good for me on the stock market because I bought Fitbit late last year. So thank you for that news. I'm going to hold on to it until it goes up a little bit more. I think it's smart. I will tell you the amount of data that I use off of my Fitbit is tremendous. I look at my sleep score. I look at my steps. I look at my calories. I look at my miles. And you're talking about the biggest data company in the world, Google. Yeah, I love it. I think it's a smart move.
It is. and they don't have a foot in the smartwatch game at the moment, so it might as well.
Might as well. Forward thinking.
All right, the story is gross.
This story
but it
is
what it
gross.
I think there's a delay. I feel like I'm talking over you.
Probably.
So basically, there are these two startups, and they want you to like take pictures quite literally of your shit and send it to them. They're calling it Give a Shit is their campaign. But apparently it is going to help like track stuff for like gastro health. I don't know. I think it's just opening a door to a whole lot of freaking weirdos that probably belong in jail.
Do you want to see a picture, Cassie?
Not of anything related to this story.
Do you know what I'm going to be for? Because it was yesterday. Do you know what I was for Halloween?
I do not know what you were for Halloween.
I'm going to tell you, Cassie. I was poop emoji. Do you know what I did for Halloween?
What?
I handed out, and I have one waiting for you for when you come here next, poop emoji pens because I wanted to give a shit.
I like it. This is a much campaign called Give a Shit than whatever the story is.
Shout out to Truck for so far being the only one that seemed to laugh at my idea and say, wow, that's really creative. Cassie just was like, I like it.
Well, it's better than having someone send pictures.
Cassie, my foe. What is friend or foe?
The new AirPods, which we were actually talking about right before we got on this. So they're rolling out a new like AirPod Pro. Did you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. But they're going to have like noise canceling technology. $250. I mean, it's smart for Apple. People are buying them.
I couldn't hear you. What did you say?
It's a smart move for Apple. People are going to buy them. I can't talk.
I was kidding. I was talking about noise cancellation. Delayed. So expensive at about $250. But I mean, I tested out your AirPods because I'm gonna eventually get them, hopefully for my birthday next month. Because I struggle to find things that I want. But now I want these noise cancellation ones. Our good friend of the show, Sean Fitzgerald, got me this one for Christmas a few years ago. And if you can see, the noise cancellation is built into a device that you have to charge. That's kind of dumb. Well, even though I guess you have to charge the Apple ones too. But maybe I won't use a cord soon. Maybe I'll be cool like the kids.
Yeah, you'll be like me. You got to get the AirPods.
Yeah, people are buying them, and people are wearing them. So why not innovate around the things that people want, right?
Right.
Heating up. What did I write about?
So this week, you're writing about how at the end of the day, everything within our lives is up to us and we completely control it. You kick it off with the C.S. Lewis quote he has about how you can't change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending.
You know, Cassie, the timing of these columns ends up being tremendous sometimes, that the message that I wrote about months ago ends up coming true today. There is significance in the ability to control what happens next. I've heard the statement that I'm frustrated, I'm disappointed, whatever it is, that is something that has caused, it's the cause, it's not the effect. In my opinion, the effect is what happens next. And when you as a human being take grip of the fact that you get to make the decision of whatever happens after this moment, it's pretty powerful. When you think about the fact that tomorrow has never been written in the history of the world, we have no clue what's going to happen. The power of that statement means that you're in control of how you react, how you respond, how you behave, how you hustle, or how you don't. And the how you don't side is what I believe comes and is built from the term excuses. You use this excuse to be able to say, well, this is how this happened, therefore I'm going to do that. But it's like in a world of you get punched in the gut and you have to punch someone back, that definitely makes sense to me. But when you start realizing that you are in control of whatever happens after that moment, it turns into a very powerful thing for us as human beings. Yet very few of us have the ability to actually really think about what that means and act upon it. Now, I'm not claiming to be perfect in the way that I react. Sometimes reactions or the triggers that happen or cause me to react are uncomfortable. So then it makes me go zoink. But that's not the fault of what happened. That's the fault of me. That is me making the decision that that's how I want to react. There is power in the filter and understanding how that filter works for how you make those decisions. And sometimes people have them stronger. Some people's are a little bit weaker. But it's people's. It's still your control. You are in control of the outcome. Let me put this way, and I've written about this in the past, that this is an employee environment. We are on the edge of it shifting to be an employer. Don't burn bridges, and this goes for either side. Do not burn bridges on the way out, especially if you've invested time or energy into the company that you work with. You own the decision of what happens next, and remember that. If you torch the bridge and things shift and then that boomerang is gone, at some point later on in life, you may wish that you hadn't done that. So the power of choice, Cassie, the power of choice.
It is very powerful indeed.
Cassie, just want to let the world know this, that I appreciate you. I appreciate the time that you put into this. I thoroughly enjoy doing this with you every week.
Same to you, Nick, and same to you, Bruno, behind the keyboards over there.
Bruno working the controls. All right, that's our episode. Hope you gained some insights out of here. And again, as promised, as we move forward into the future, there's going to be a little bit of shifting of change, and nobody watches till this point anyway, so it doesn't matter if I stumble over my words. But we're going to make some rotations in what happens next week. This is Live to Tell. See ya. Out.
Bye.
Later.